think Jesus likes doing what he's doing here? You see, he's restoring or redeeming what the enemy has stolen. There are portions of us, meaning our internal being, that got robbed by the busyness or the harshness of life, and it kind of shut us down. So Jesus like, come, learn of me. My ways are, does he say meek and lowly? I'm mixing a couple verses together here. Just come learn of me. Why is that? Because I want to restore. I want to restore you up to your full potential that's never been discovered before. And it's going to take some FaceTime. Maybe iPhone got it right. It's going to take some FaceTime to get those areas healed up. Because we just thought where we were was just kind of normal. Like, well, isn't that the way Christianity's supposed to be? When really it's so far below. And not that our Father disses us or shames us for having lived there, because that's all the revelation we had at the time. But the revelation's getting gooder. Isn't this good? Again, what do you think Jesus thinks about this? It's the most intimate level of communion, common union, coming into koinonia, where he can actually speak, transfer, impart, infuse, and he begins to imprint on us. Kim? Anything else? So John, just stay there a minute. I want to kind of, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I was thinking about this morning. Here we are, just kind of like we were talking a while ago. We've been dumbed down by life's issues. Good, bad, ugly, you know, the whole package. We just kind of called our existence normal. Most of us believe we have a spirit, or we are a spirit and have a soul and live in a body. But whatever level is, and I don't know how to depict what that would be like on a scale, because who knows where the top of the scale is, right? A scale of existence in the heavenlies, who knows? It probably doesn't end, so. But somebody tell me, what is the percentage of our brain that we actually use? There is a percentage that science says we only use a certain percentage. Do you know what it is?
10%.
It's like
10?
10%.
Okay. So, let's say there. Did I hear correctly? 10%?
Depends.
Oh, stop, John. He was doing so good,
He was looking at me.
Your kids.
I kept looking over there. I think 10.
Okay, and then somebody tell me, because there's a scientific number for this one. Science only knows or can identify a certain very, very small percentage of our DNA and how it affects or what it does to us. Does anybody know what that is? I think it's like 5%. Like there's, they can tweak genes and do different things now, but they don't know what all this other part of this, what's this spiral helix thing called? They don't know what all that does. They just know a little bit. Does anybody know what that number is? Am I close? Is it?
It's 2%.
2%.
There's only 2% of genes that code for proteins.
That do what?
Code for proteins.
The code for proteins. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to take it for you. Okay, so here's this body. Now we're probably using more than that, but we don't cognitively know. Science doesn't know what the rest, the 98%, we don't know what that's used for. Wait, 90% of our brain, which is a part of our soul, we usually think of our mind, will, and emotions. Emote. So mind, will, and emotions, 10%. Now I don't know if our emotions come from our head or some biblical passages talk about our liver and our kidney and our whatever, our innermost being. So I don't know. And I know out of your heart flow all the issues of life. So don't hold me to strictly to this graphic, okay? But I'm just trying to make a point. Is that here you and I are, and we've considered that we're top of the heap. Come on. I'm God's best creation. The best thing He created. He created animals, we're better than them. Plants, we're better than them. We're better than anything else us humans are. Better than anything else. And we bebop through life like we kind of own everything. But the fact of the matter is, we're only chugging along on 10% of our capacity in our brain/soul emotions. And only 2% of our DNA has been identified as to it applying to some functional capacity. Deb, are you medical community? Is that, or you've studied some? Okay, I see you're nodding, so.
Biology.
Okay, so what that says to me is God has reserved, this is getting me, has reserved a whole lot more for you and I to walk in if we could learn to come above the line. These areas here, why aren't we using that? And this area here, the 98%, what would happen if that got the light shone on it? It got awakened. Who was it? Deb, was it you? The light shines upon the righteous. How was that verse?
Light is sown for the righteous.
Light is sown for the righteous. What if, like Zechariah 3:7, if you keep my commandments, do my will, I'll give you free access. I'll shine my light on the 98%. I'll awaken the other 90 of your brain. Guys, I have a feeling therein is where some part of transfiguration comes from. I feel like there are other, realities. We believe in two for sure. We believe in physical and heaven. What if there are others that God says, you know what? You just live in that right now, little buddy boy. You just take care of that. That's about all you can handle. But when you come along, I'll open up some things that you never knew possible. And you have all the tooling, all the capacity already resident within you. It's waiting to be unlocked and utilized. And we thought we were doing pretty good, didn't we? We're somebody. Go to the gym and get our big physique, and come on, and we got fast cars and we got big positions and authority over people, and we're really something. But chugging along on 10%. Somebody might have bumped up to 11% and really thought they were doing something, you know? I believe God is just waiting for someone's. It's 2 Corinthians 16:9. To this, he says, the eyes of the Lord search to and fro across the earth to show himself strong to the one whose heart is completely his. He says, yeah, you're my supreme creation. You're the top of the heap. You're the pinnacle of everything I made. But I put a barrier here. Because if you live below the line, first of all, you don't need more than that. And second of all, you'd probably hurt yourself. Or hurt somebody. He says, but you learn to live with your whole heart towards me. And doing that above the line. I'll awaken that for you. So, today, we're saying, Jesus, what would you say to me? Jesus, what kind of gift would you have for me? What do you want to show me? And then he speaks things like this. And you know there's a little disturbance in the force. There's a little wavering of this boundary line. It kind of like starts like crumbling a little bit on the edge here, and it's like pushing back to 10.5%. And we stay in that position, stay in that place of common union, communion, intimacy, above the line, because remember, that's where all spiritual blessings are, in heavenly places, right? And he says, I'll finish the rest. Philippians 1:6. He who started a good thing will be faithful to complete it to the very end. I would say this is a pretty good start here, this 10%. He started a good thing. 2%, that's a pretty good start. This thing right here, this brain, it's the best thing in the universe for gathering facts and computing. Now, computers are given a run for the money, but computers aren't intuitive. So it's a pretty good start, 10% is. But he says, you got another 90 there just waiting. Would you like to try that on for size? How would you like to get in that fast car? How'd you like to go real fast in that one? Like leaping and skipping? Oh, okay, Mark, I get you. I understand. Does that stir anything in you? Does it give you desire? Does it stir desire? Yeah. And what we're not talking about is grunting hard. I'm gonna get above that line if it kills me. You know? I think you might have defeated the purpose. If I fast and pray a lot, I'd probably get up there. But what did Jesus say was the qualifier to get in? Anybody remember?
Become as a child.
That's it. You can't get in. It's not possible unless you become like a little child. Okay, I'm going to take a big, deep breath and get out of my big boy brain and just enjoy some climbing up in a treehouse with Jesus, or dancing in a circle holding hands, or doing that fancy whatever that dance thing was you were talking about, Donna. We're just going to have to get like little children until he washes us and washes us and washes us, and our big boy brain doesn't get in the way anymore. We've had, as I said earlier, mercy drops that have been very much appreciated. In a drought, a few mercy drops are like, definitely a godsend. They satisfy, they give us First of all, relief from the pain and hope for more. But we're being invited into something where mercy drops and showers aren't even relevant anymore. Huh. It's just a different world there, isn't it? Just a different world.